Page 84, How Deep the Father's Love for Us. 6/4 time, and it's going to change. That time signature, if you look at this, it's changing all over the place. And they can do that. This is in the key of G major, 1 sharp for change. Oh, we're out of F major. How about that? So let's talk about this rhythm and these time signature things. We'll start with the right hand. Pick up beat, we're coming in on beat 6. So, little finger, it's here. 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now the fingering here in that first full measure, their fingering is fine to start with until the last 2 notes. Then I recommend a 1/5 and a 1/4. And then you're ready for 2/3 on the half note. A half note, look out because the E is tied. The top note is tied. You just play the C at it. You're just changing from a D to a C there. That'll trick you. And then go on. And I recommend first measure, second line, 4, and then 1/4, and then a 2/5, and then a 1/5. Because you can do that. And then 3/4, and then hold the G, hold the A down. It's tied, and play the F sharp. You're coming there, and then lift up, and then you do that again. Last line on page 84. You're down here. The E's tied, and for the D, I recommend a 2 on the first D, and then a 1. And then reach up. You can. It's the end of a phrase. You can just let. Second line. What their fingering is fine. You're crossing over to get the F sharp B, 2/5. Hold the G down. Here. Last line. Well, that's actually it's the last beat of the third line because you're down here. I second finger on that D, and then a thumb on the first note of the last line. We've had this before. Like so. Now on these changing time signatures, there has to be something constant when they do this. Otherwise, how do you know what's going on? And in this piece, as many pieces, your basic pulse is going to remain the same. That's not going to change. All you're changing is how many beats are in the measure. So here, the quarter note is the basic pulse. Whether it's 6/4 or 4/4 or whatever it is, here, the quarter note. So the quarter note is going to remain the same speed throughout. So in the first line, it's 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3. The pulse is the same regardless of what the time signature is in this piece. Left hand, keep the left hand soft and out of the way. It's just adding harmony is all it is. In the last measure, that first line on page 84, the C is tied. You're just adding the G to it. And the next line, don't forget the F sharps. And the next second measure, the second line, the D is tied. Add the A to it. And then go down. Throughout. That's pretty much it for the left hand. Put them together slowly. of page 85. And so forth. Now we need to add the pedal. The dynamics, I'll let you do the dynamics, and it's a moderately slow piece. It's not a fast piece, it's a gentle piece. But we're going to legato pedal it, but we don't want it to get blurry. So let's look at the pedal. I'm going to push the pedal down right after I play the pickup note. Now normally I wouldn't pedal the pickup note, but it's playing it again. It's being played twice there, and I want to connect them. I need the pedal for that, so I'm going to pedal it. Change the pedal on the third beat. Change. I'm basically changing it every 2 beats here. Now that measure, you can change it there and leave it down. So on the second line, I changed it for the last half note, and then again. And I don't pedal that G by itself. There's a rest in the other hand, so no, don't pedal that. The last line, second measure, every 2 beats. Some people on these, like the first measure at 85, they would pedal every beat. But I'm finding this blurriness every 2 beats to be fine. I mean, this whole piece is just kind of milky and misty and pleasant, so you can have some blurriness. It's part of the atmosphere. It's okay. The second measure, the first line, I held it down for the whole measure here. And then in the second measure, the second line, I lift it up on beat 3. Don't pedal the last beat. Last line, the first and second endings are together. Pedal every 2 beat, change it here, and then change it. Lift it up before you play the B, but pedal the B, because we're going to repeat back over to page 84, and it's another B. It's like it was at the beginning. We want to connect it. So you have to pedal the B, but make sure there's silence before you play the B, so it's a new phrase. Let's try this out slowly together just to make sure we have the rhythms and all that going. It's a slow piece anyway, so we might be playing it pretty close at the speed it should go. Now, when we do the play with me at the bottom of page 85, you see the endings? The first and second endings are combined. That means you're going to repeat twice. You're going to play it 3 times, and then the third time through you do the last ending. But with the play with me, I'm only going to repeat it once, and then go on. If you're going to sing all the verses, you need to keep repeating it for each verse you're going to do. I'm going to give us 5 counts because we come in on beat 6. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. repeat. Ending. 1, 4, hold 2,